Tell us a little bit about what you saw and being able to relay that message to Cora when you watched Kimbrel pitch and kind of help out so he wasn't tipping his pitches.
So tipping pitches, we hear about it all the time.
People at home understand what tipping pitches is all about.
It's amazing.
And that's remarkable.
Alex, I'd like you to do something for me.
Hey, I was just reaching for my Youngling, but I'll wait.
That was a nice pronunciation of Youngling.
Thank you.
When in Philadelphia.
That's right.
You know? I'd like you to open your cell phone.
Okay. I have it in front of me.
And you listening to this at home, that's you. Yes, you.
Good call back.
Thank you. I'd like you to open the app LinkedIn.
Okay.
You have this app, I'm sure.
I do. It's offloaded, so you need to wait for it to re-download.
How is your LinkedIn app offloaded?
Because I have the automatically offload ones.
Well, me too, but I get the impression that you're always on LinkedIn.
Not as of late, I'm
on desktop.
I'm mostly on desktop.
Do they have a desktop app?
They have a website.
Well, I know they have a website.
I think they do have an app too. Yeah.
Okay, so what was that fucking snarky response that you gave me? I didn't like that very much. Is it still downloading?
It's installing.
Christ, you can't take a guy anywhere. A guy with low phone storage. Oop, the lights are out, it says in Bank Park.
All right.
Okay,
here we go. It's firing up.
Are you logged in?
I'm logged in.
I'd like you to go to the search bar.
Search bar is dialed up.
I'd like you to search Glen Caplin. That's Caplin with a C.
Okay.
This is the special assistant for baseball operations at Major League Baseball. Notable for this podcast because he has been somewhat of a figurehead, a spokesperson of sorts for the commissioner's office with regards to labor relations. This is his most recent experience. Prior to this, he served as the SVP of communications for the Madison Square Garden Company. He was a senior advisor for the office of Senator Kirsten Gillibrand.
Oh my God. Wait.
I'd like you to scroll back to the job that he had right before he was a senior advisor to Senator Gillibrand.
Right. And that's kind of when my familiarity with him begins.
Right. You pick up on the Gillibrand wave.
Yeah. I'm like Blue Dog.
Gillibrand, right? Not Gillibrand. Is it GIF or GIF?
Wouldn't you like to know?
As someone who is intimately involved in the campaign, I would think you could tell me. No, I'd like you to let me read to the listeners let's just say the responsibilities of the job that he had before working for Senator Gillibrand.
Okay. All right. Do you want me to read the title? His title here, or I'll just... Okay.
No, I think people will be able to guess. But I want to hear a little bit of this colorful language describing the role that he had.
It's certainly colorful. First bullet, led campaigns crisis communication efforts, earning sobriquet. Is that how you say that?
Sobriquet.
Sobriquet,
I think.
Sobriquet. Quet. Kind of a soft Q.
Now French.
Sobriquet.
That was good.
That was good.
You're working on your French, I can tell, at night in the mirror when no one's awake. Some people send videos to FanDuel bettors, and some people work on their French. No judgment needed.
Earning sobriquet of, quote, dumpster fire guy on a myriad of issues, including response to Russian hacking operation and the release of hacked emails from John Podesta's email account by WikiLeaks.
What else did he do?
He also served as the on-the-record spokesperson for TV, radio, print, and online outlets, and member of senior staff team, and acted as campaign's communications lead on all aspects of 2016 Democratic National Convention in the great state of Philadelphia.
The great state of Philadelphia.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
It's its own state now.
It is. 51st.
Wow. Incredible. It got statehood before Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
Never beating the true capital of America allegations. What was that job?
That would be the senior national spokesperson for Hillary for America.
And how does it make you feel, Mr. Baisley, that the people running labor operations and communications for the league at the moment are former Hillary staffers? I'm not trying to lead you in one way or another. I just want to know your true, sober thoughts.
I want to be super clear that there's on his LinkedIn, there are realistically 2 people he's been in his bag for over the course of his career. Hillary is not one of them. Hillary was like a pit stop sort of between these people, right? And that's Kirsten Gillibrand, whose name I knew how to pronounce. I knew it was Kirsten and not Kristen.
Yep. She's got 2 tricky parts.
Exactly. Just when you get through the first half, you're like, well, now we're in the clear.
And I don't even know her middle name is, but she could have a third one hiding in there.
It's an E. It could be anything.
How come you don't have the middle initial as part of your public persona?
Ooh, should we start incorporating that?
Yeah.
Alex M. Baisley the first.
First. Okay, who else does he ride for besides Kirsten Gillibrand?
Well,
a name that I'm confident I'm saying right at the moment.
He cut his teeth as
I love cutting my teeth.
As the deputy field director for one, Anthony Weiner.
Yeah.
Mayoral campaign turned communications director for the Representative Weiner.
The Representative Weiner.
Mm-hmm.
A phrase I thought I'd be saying less than 5 minutes into my baseball podcast. Glenn. Big Glenn.
Big Glenn.
Glen 1N. Don't get that wrong.
Glen 1N. This
Glen 1N. Glenn with a C. Caplin.
Crazy. That's how he looks.
He looks like John Mulaney.
He does, doesn't he?
It's crazy. I hope everyone at home pulled out their phone and also opened LinkedIn.
That's kind of crazy shade to John Mulaney, but all right. He lives in Brooklyn.
Well, not everybody.
We might be riding the subway with this guy.
Not everybody has Netflix money to have the potential procedures that John Mulaney had. Glen Caplin's leaving it all out on the field.
Wow.
Listen, Mulaney looks great.
He does look great.
He got a lot of chin filler.
He did.
And it looks great.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks like he
want
got
to
a lot
weigh
of
in
chin
on
filler.
John Mulaney's chin filler here on our baseball podcast.
No, he has a 3rd degree connection, so no mutuals between us.
Wait, is he a 3rd degree connection for me? I think
He's
I'm probably
tapped to appear multiple times on the Rachel
venture to
Maddow
guess
show.
I'm closer. He's a 2nd degree
subject matter expert on Russian hacking of the 2016 election. Should we have him on to talk about the 2016 election?
We should have had him on when Robert Mueller died. That was our real shot. Glenn, do you want to come on? I know what you think. I know what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You may say no reflexively because you would think that we're going to invite you on to sort of share state secrets about labor negotiations.
Yeah.
But really, we're here to get your true and honest thoughts about the podcast Mueller she wrote. Put the request in with Glenn.
Crisis PR at Madison Square Garden, probably not much to do there, really, right?
Well, when you've lived through the Russian hacking scandal,
I guess that's small potatoes.
what do we have to lose? JD in the straight shots looks like small potatoes. League's in good hands. League's in good hands.
League is in good hands. I'm
It could
not
be worse. It could be the person who was handling crisis PR for the Trump 2016 campaign.
or Putin, God forbid.
Just wait. Okay, wait. This opens up an interesting sort of
This opens
up an
I see the
interesting
wheels
sort of
turning.
philosophical question. Does Putin even need crisis PR?
Ooh,
Or is his whole thing
it's sort of just baked in,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like
there's never a crisis.
right. The PR is the propaganda. Okay, all right.
You think he's doing propaganda? Putin?
I haven't done all the research for myself personally.
Rate him on the Pinocchio meter or whatever that is called. Okay, are you ready to do a Tipping Pitches podcast?
Tipping Pitches.
It's the All-Star break, so
What?
we don't feel...
What?
It's All-Star Monday,
What?
Alex. It's All-Star Monday. Don't
Is that
play
what we've been
around.
watching?
We've been watching All-Star Monday, the Home Run Derby, which is happening live while we record this. We're between the semifinals and the finals. No doubt Alex will be really distracted and not paying attention to what I say as
It
he
is
watches
true.
the final between Jordan Walker and Kyle Schwarber.
Yep.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. We're going to talk about that All-Star break, the Home Run Derby, the game, whether you care about it, whether you even know about Zack Wheeler's somewhat confrontational press conference about the All-Star game.
I don't.
And your thoughts about that. Since we haven't talked about it on the main feed, we're going to talk about Bryce Harper and a little cameo he did for a little company called FanDuel Sportsbook.
We might even talk about a little propaganda ourselves.
That's what we're going to close with. We love to talk about propaganda. But before we do all of that, I am Bobby Wagner.
I am Alex Baisley.
And you are listening to Tipping Pitches. Thank you to this week's new patrons. You signed up this week to get access to the audit.
Oh, shit. I knew I was forgetting something.
The what? The audit. The audit series on patreon.com/tippingpitches, where we take a forensic and journalistic look into the economics of the 30 Major League Baseball teams, starting from the bottom of the league by payroll and working our way to the top of the league by payroll, the best-in-class New York Metropolitans. We're going to do 3 teams at a time. That series starts this week. The audit. We're throwing some numbers out.
We are. In many ways, this feels like the culmination of our work here.
So you think we're winding it down here?
I sort of think it's our swan song, really.
It would be really funny in a Avatar The Last Airbender-esque sense to just bow out on December 1st after we finish the audit series. Yeah. And when the world needed him most, he vanished. No. We're building towards the lockout.
We are.
Which is a huge content moment for us, Alex. It's all about content. The labor, the economics, it's content to us and to you, dear listener.
That's all it is. I actually don't care about any of these issues whatsoever. We just need the clicks.
We're not putting so much work into a series like The Audit to alleviate the anxiety and fear that we feel about not having the sport of baseball in 2027. Right. We could never be accused of such a methodology.
I will say I'm really excited for this project. It's probably one of the more ambitious undertakings I think we have taken under.
Where would you slot it next to the climate pod?
Okay. Well, this one
on a scale of 1 to the climate pod, where would you put the audit?
It's beyond that because we're actually doing this one. We actually have to do the work.
I'm talking about ambition-wise.
Okay, ambition-wise.
All right, how about 1 to A-Rod rules to life?
Oh. This is like a step below that, I think.
I think I agree. You were in the transcripts for that.
I was in the transcripts.
Now you're just on Forbes, which is not different than a normal Tuesday.
This is just like a lot of numbers, 100 million, 200 million, great. The A-Rod's rules to life. You're
sounding a lot like Bill DeWitt right now. 100 million, 200 million. I don't really know what we make.
What's the difference?
Either way, we lose money.
Well, we may just address that, Bobby, in this very audit series.
About how much money they're losing?
Yes. It's specifically they're losing.
Tens of millions.
Because they're all losing money.
Scores of millions, you could say.
Scores.
Four score million.
Mm-hmm. How many millions would you think that is? If I said four score million.
The English language is so beautiful, and I love to speak it into a microphone. 40 million. The score is 10.
Yep. Okay. I got there. That's 4 times 10 times a million.
If you can't do that math, I'm worried about the audit series. It's going to be great. What teams are we starting with?
Is it over? Or are they like...
No, thare doing a little intermission where they talk about the trophy before they actually go out there and fight for it.
That's good, because it looks really different from all the previous years. What else did we... What'd you ask? You asked me a question.
This is what I wanted. I wanted you to forget what I said. I said, what teams are we starting with the audit?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. We are starting with... We're going down south to Florida for the Miami Marlins. Head on over to the AL Central for the Cleveland Guardians and round it out with your Tampa Bay Rays. That's your
3 of the top 5 teams in baseball this year.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not actually. The Marlins are not a top 5 team in baseball, but 3 of the hottest teams in baseball for certain.
Yeah.
Halfway through this year. That's going to be an interesting wrinkle to how we would hold this discussion otherwise.
I think in many cases, it may even prove some of the points we're trying to make.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So the audit, in case you missed it, is a series that we're conducting to sort of level the playing field in our own way.
Ooh.
About how we talk about some of these teams,
like that framing,
what they make from their on the field pursuits, how they conduct their business, how they talk about their business, and how we would grade them on their competitiveness, I guess, or like their allocation of resources with the purpose of putting a good baseball product in the field, I guess, is the goal of this. Because I just think it's a worthwhile thing to do amidst the flurry of discussion around the salary cap and how much of a necessity it is for these small market teams. So that's the goal of the audit. You can, like I said, get it on patreon.com/tippingpitches. The audit is available at the $5 tier. At the $10 tier is where our 3 Up, 3 Down episodes live. So if you sign up for $10, you get everything. That's the sort of deluxe package of the Tipping Pitches Patreon. There's bonus episodes every week until December.
I can't believe we've done this.
I can't believe we've done it either.
Every week until December.
Too late to back out.
This audit series will run us right up to the expiration.
The
of the
audit will be
CBA.
every other week, and 3
then-
Up, 3 Down will be the off weeks from the audit.
And then we're free. Did you see MLB, the like players union started a content studio?
Yeah, I knew about this like a year ago that they were doing this.
Pretty smart. If you know that your sport's about to black out for a year.
Like, what could we do? Some pods?
Like, we should maybe make some like YouTube videos or something.
They're us on like March 3rd, 2020. They're like,
they're like,
should we double down on this? Should we do some more
people
pods?
might really be ready for this.
Okay. That's the audit. Link in the description. I think we should make the first episode free.
Ooh.
It will live in the $5 tier, and everyone who is signing up, you will get access to all of the stuff that we promised you will get access to. We'll make the first episode free so that if you sign up as a free member of Patreon, check it out, get a little feel. Maybe I'll even unlock an episode of 3 Up, 3 Down or 2 from the past year or
If
so.
there's one thing you love to do, it's just it's unlock content. It's give away the content we do. I admire that, frankly, because you want to spread the word, right?
The good word.
The gospel.
His
To
word.
the common folk.
Him being Glen Caplin. No, see, look, when I walked across the stage with you at Radio City Music Hall in the year 2018, May 2018.
Caplin was back with Gillibrand for reference.
He had moved on from his brief tryst with Hillary.
Why? What happened?
She won and didn't need a crisis PR communications person anymore.
So we all went to brunch.
I don't even remember what I was going to say about walking across the stage. Oh, I remember now. I had this thought rush into my head as I, looked back at you walking across the stage, heard your name reverberating around the beautiful soundscape that is Radio City Music Hall, where many greats have graced those walls. And I thought, what can we do to capitalize on this great achievement that we have achieved together?
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 words that popped into my head were unlock content.
That was the commencement speech you gave, right? Graduates, I stand before you today.
And you couldn't give that commencement speech anymore because NYU would make you pre-record it.
Literally, because of woke.
And they would say content could mean too many different things. It's too controversial.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a stupid podcast so far. Should we,
This is going great.
Should we start
actually do have
podcasting?
stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we do have stuff to talk about. It's the All-Star break, the Home Run Derby. Do you care that the format changed as you watch the format unfold in front of you?
I don't.
It's changed again.
Luckily, I haven't actually been able to keep track of or watch anything that's going on because they have a different angle for every single shot that they have taken so far. It's a little avant-garde, I have to say.
It's like they think they're being cinematic, but there's nothing less cinematic than multicam cutting back and forth between many different drone-esque cameras.
Personally, I love seeing a close up of a player hitting a home run from the front because it gives me a lot of perspective on where the ball went. You know, I like seeing all the fans behind them. You know, because that's what it's all about. It's the fans.
But how the broadcast actually looks is sort of secondary to the fact.
I know.
The fact that they're creating shareholder value for Netflix.
I gave up on trying to understand the rules of the home run derby each year like 4 years ago. I just don't care.
They were the same for a while though.
Yeah, they were the same for a while, and then they changed them, and then they changed them again, and then they changed them back or whatever, and they changed. Just too many times. Guys hit dingers. I can watch it with the sound off.
I heard Jake and Jordan, and it's preferable to watch it with the sound off and to unlock content while doing it. I heard Jake and Jordan say that they believe that they changed the format to allow Netflix a better opportunity to storytell around the derby, to have a little bit more downtime to create narratives and share those narratives. And I gotta be honest, from what I watched while the broadcast was not muted, I don't think they did a good job with that task.
You know what I'm not tuning into the home run derby for? Storytelling. Don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I think I agree. Drama is good, and I think the swing off format can sometimes create drama, but
those are not things that are like planned for. You don't have like, all right, we're cutting to the drama block now, right? It's like those ideally happen organically, and you have cameras there to capture them.
How does it make you feel to see Jesus Luzardo here as a hometown Philly? Sad?
No, nothing, honestly. I don't feel a single thing.
Worse than sad.
I know.
It's worse than sad. Okay. All-Star game. Where are you at on the All-Star game?
It's an exhibition game where they pick the best players from both leagues. They face off against each other in a game of ball.
Do you care who makes it? Are you ever scandalized by who
baseball.
Doesn't make it?
No, I've never been too locked into like I'm watching a vote. Everyone tell all your friends like vote 5 times. We got to get him in.
You don't have the energy after each presidential election.
Exactly.
Continue to vote 5 times.
I can't keep caucusing. Like, come on. No, I mean, I have always...
There's an old man who was catching for Kyle Schwarber.
Honestly, like, that has been an area where I'm more interested in, like, the storytelling. Like,
During the All-Star game.
During the All-Star game, yeah. I thought it was low-key bogus when they started being like, oh, yeah, a player from every team gets to be represented. Why?
I think that's cool.
Why?
No, I think that's good.
You should play better.
I think it's good. I think every team contributes to the fabric of the baseball season, Alex.
I disagree. I won't say which teams. No, I think it's fine. Whatever. Honestly, it sort of strikes me as we've reached the halfway point of the season, and from a media perspective, we've kind of burned a lot of our narratives, right? So we need to spend a couple weeks really caring about who makes it onto the All-Star team and who doesn't. It's a cool
allowing the narratives to regenerate while we waste all this time.
Yeah.
Agreed. The All-Star game is unfortunately going up against the World Cup. It's not going to be a great situation.
Aren't those games at like 3 though?
Not both of them.
Are they both tomorrow? Is the World Cup is going on right now?
Oh, it is at 3 tomorrow.
Wow. Ball not knower.
Yeah.
Ball unknower.
So, okay, the reason I asked is because...
Ball's unknown.
Are you excited about the new Bourdain biopic?
Oh my God.
Speaking of unknown.
We can't. We haven't even gotten through our first topic.
Well, you keep trying to derail me.
It's your job to stay on the rail.
Shoes on the other foot.
Shoes on. See how many callbacks we can make to an episode that a fraction of these folks have listened to.
Well, it's just more of a reason to sign up for the Patreon because we're doing so many goddamn podcasts right now that I can't remember which one is public and which one is paid.
Many people saying this most recent episode of the Tipping Pitches Patreon, one of the episodes of all time. Just,
I thought you were going to say that people are saying it's one of the greatest episodes of all time, which is true, but they're saying it in a way that is kind of mean.
Yeah. They're like, that was
some good stuff.
They were like, that was pretty incredible.
Yeah. That was a remarkable hour and a half. I mean, really thought-provoking stuff there, guys.
Your last podcast was shocking, frankly.
The reason I ask all this about the All-Star game is because I don't think you saw the Zack Wheeler press conference when he was left off the roster.
Right. Tell me about it.
He was pissed. He was really pissed. I mean, he battled back from thoracic outlet syndrome, which has more or less been a death knell for every major pitcher who has gotten it. I think that, different guys have had limited success in coming back from thoracic outlet syndrome, but famously that ended Matt Harvey's run as an effective pitcher. It has ended a lot of other guys' runs as effective pitchers. And Wheeler basically looks the same as he looked before.
If not, doesn't he have like a 2 ERA this year?
Yes. He's been incredible. And he was left
a rib.
He was left off the roster because he didn't get voted in by the fans. Because I think, Phillies pitchers have been so good they kind of split the vote. Christopher Sanchez had to be in. And Harper's in and Schwarber's in and Wheeler hasn't played the whole season. So he didn't make it in on the fan vote. But then in order to be selected after the fan vote as a pitcher, you have to be reasonably eligible to pitch in the game because they're not going to select a bunch of guys who they can actually throw out there.
Right.
The manager, the league, and the players are not going to select players that can actually play in the game. But Wheeler gave a press conference that was like, why? Like, why don't I get the honor still? Like, why am I not an all-star? When I look up he didn't actually say all this stuff, but basically like, if I look at my Baseball Reference at the end of my career, why is it not going to say 2026 All-Star when I'm 4 innings away from being a qualified pitcher, coming back from thoracic outlet syndrome, the worst possible thing that can happen to you as a pitcher, and I have a 2 ERA, and I'm kind of leading the league in some rate stats that are important.
But my start happened to fall 2 days before the game.
Yeah. And I gotta be honest, like I've never really given much of a shit about anything like this, but when I heard him talking about that in the locker room very candidly, and he's now in his mid-30s, and this is a guy who I've spent a decade and a half with for the most part, like when he was the return for the Carlos Beltran trade to the Giants. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Let that wash over you. That hit for me.
Yeah.
That's a lot of gray in his beard. He's bald. And he's just mad. And I'm like,
I agree.
That's a guy.
I agree with him.
That's a guy who I can support.
I think he's right there. Like, I personally don't care, but if he cares, I care for him, right? Like, it's true. It is an incredible honor.
Especially when it's his home ballpark.
It's his home ballpark. Wheeler, throughout his career, I think, has always been a bit snubbed. Has always sort of...
Never won a Cy Young.
Never won a Cy Young, right? Always played second fiddle to DeGrom when they were with the Mets.
So.
Right, rightfully so. There's nothing wrong with that. But
famously, the inciting player of Brodie Van Wagenen's maybe worst quote, although there's other contenders somehow. He said, "I'm glad we helped Zach parlay 2 good half seasons into a $100 million contract with the Phillies."
Awesome. Such self-congratulatory bullshit. Yeah. And then what happened, Brody?
And then he became the best pitcher in the National League.
Right, exactly. I'm only a 3rd level connection with Brodie Van Wagenen on... Oh, who?
Via who?
Well, I can't see. It's 3rd level. So
okay.
Who works at Rock Nation, where you're about to work?
Stop. You can't say stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, Shane Gillis sighting.
Oh my God.
At the home run derby. We're now in the final. We're watching Jordan Walker in the final. That's all I wanted to say about that. I thought we could kill enough time with this Zack Wheeler bit before we started talking about Bryce Harper and FanDuel that the home run derby would be over. But for some reason, they did a 11-minute intermission where they just looked at the trophy together and Schwarber and Walker hugged. I didn't really understand that. But
Jordan Walker is a large man.
He looks bored.
He does look really bored.
He's looked bored all night.
Does not seem to be impacting him.
Slow heartbeat. That's what we say.
That's right.
In the biz.
Ice in his veins.
Ice in his veins. I think he's going to win this. I have a good feeling. Guy was just wearing a shirt that said "Cruck around and find out." I feel like, I mean, I know that the rules dictated that Jordan had to go second, but I feel like it would have been better for the drama if Kyle went second.
Mm-hmm. Does that, just because he's the hometown favorite?
Yeah, I feel like
fun
the
to
crowd,
see him like
it's really interesting to watch them just boo Jordan Walker during his final, and like the crowd gets silent when he hits a home run and cheers when he hits a weak fly out. But I think it would have been better to watch Kyle have to go out and win it. Like, it would have been more fun to watch him hit the home run to win the home run derby.
Yeah, I
at
agree.
home.
Yeah. All right, here's my take. I think you should have to run the bases
after each home run,
or
at the end. Like, I hit 13 home runs. Now I have to do 13 laps.
It's up to you. You can do them however you want. You can either
like
do
the
them
buns
after
at the hot dog eating contest.
Yes, exactly.
You can dip them in the water. Yeah,
but you do have to touch all. That's what a home run is.
Touch them all. Oh boy, he's keeping himself alive here.
Cardinals jersey's so smooth.
Yeah, they're the best in the business.
Yeah.
It's got to be weird to try to hit this magenta ball.
Right?
It must be like visually distracting for these guys. That's one. It would be so funny if he had four straight.
It would be awesome. It would be really cool.
Oh, that would be really funny. Watch all the Phillies fans go home pissed.
Oof. Oh no, that's it, isn't it? Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh my god.
They would
watching Schwarber's face change over the course of
I feel like, so I don't know the rules, but I think they go to a swing off if he ties it here.
I think you're right. Also, I love how he did a bit about how we were going to do live commentary on the home run derby and then release it hours after it happened, and then
we're actually doing that.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
Go! Let's fucking go. This is awesome.
This is tremendous content.
This is awesome. Yeah, I love to see Brandon Marsh mad. Bryce looks the maddest of them all. Oh
my god.
Let's go.
Wow. That's really cool.
That was
incredible.
That
also,
was
having his parents right there.
Yeah.
Fucking unreal.
Let's go. I've always said, let's go Cardinals, Alex. You can't find me on the record as having anything negative to say about the St. Louis Cardinals organization and their many great players. Woo. That was cool. That was fun.
Schwarber looked like legitimately bummed about that. Harper looks crestfallen.
Despondent.
Yeah.
Harper is an incredible performer.
Yeah, he is.
Like, it's Daniel Day-Lewis-esque what he does. In the many different, contexts.
Mm-hmm.
This, being crestfallen for a teammate, being so Philadelphian as to the point of losing himself in the character, performing a script of sorts,
right,
for a friend who just so happens to have their own representative at FanDuel named Brittany.
Yeah. No, you lose yourself in the script, right? We've all been there.
All right. So we got to talk about this. We got to talk about Bryce Harper and the FanDuel situation because we've had some recent developments, and this was revealed by the Philadelphia Inquirer after we podcasted on the main feed last week, but in time for us to talk about it on the Patreon episode. So I believe it was one of my downs that a lawsuit from a gambler who lost $1.5 million to FanDuel. Some of the documents were leaked from this, and in those documents, a video of Bryce Harper recording what at the time appeared to be a cameo, but was not yet confirmed to be literally from Cameo.com, on behalf of this gambler's representative at FanDuel, who wanted to send him a personalized gift in order to make him feel welcome by FanDuel. You and I speculated last week that Bryce didn't seem to know much about the context of the situation, though I think an important detail, which we said at the time, was that he did name FanDuel in this video. He said the words from FanDuel. Now, I don't think he necessarily knew that that Brittany was a FanDuel employee. Maybe it's in the most generous interpretation. I think you could think that maybe Brittany is a former coworker of his, and she works at FanDuel, and he used to work at FanDuel, and this is a gift from your friend who you used to work with. But when you're a Major League Baseball player and you're saying the words FanDuel, especially a Major League Baseball player as like brand conscious and as famous for as long as he has been famous as Bryce Harper, I do think that you probably are trained to be a little bit more aware of these types of things.
Yeah.
And so I turn it to you to try to help us make sense of what happened in this situation and how it has become such a, I hate to say it, but it's a boondoggle, Alex.
Oh God. You stole the words out of my mouth.
We've doggled the boon. We've booned the dog. I like boon to the doggle.
We have booned the doggle. Yeah.
You don't want to be doggling the boon. Don't do that.
Let's just stop. Please stop saying all of these words.
I don't know why it sounds so wrong, but it does sound wrong.
It does. It does sound wrong.
Sounds a little,
I do not want to doggle
inappropriate.
The boon. Yeah. It's the sort of thing that you would do in an entertainment district, honestly.
Yes, I think we just hit the trifecta of the bits that we ran into the ground on the Patreon episode last week that, again, 90% of the audience will not know what we're talking about.
So awesome that Jordan Walker's dad is just out here taking his celebratory interview with him.
They look so much alike.
I know.
It's crazy.
First of all, this is like a very natural byproduct of the concept of something like Cameo, where you can pay celebrities a nominal amount of money to get them to say whatever you want. If you are a celebrity, especially, let's say, a well-capitalized celebrity, I think I might have someone screening those. I think I might have someone saying, Bryce, this one might give an appearance of impropriety, or this one does not put you in a positive. I don't know what the Cameo rules are.
I love appearances of impropriety.
I don't really care, but
probably my favorite kinds of impropriety.
I don't know. In my book, if I'm Bryce's agent or his social media manager or whatever, I'm probably saying, hey, please stop short of naming gambling companies in the personalized messages that you are sending to people. Because again,
how is that not in his T's and C's?
Oh, well, exactly. But this is what
that's terms and conditions for all you folks at home who aren't reading the agreements that you're signing online.
Is that what that big wall of text is at the bottom? I don't know. I cannot believe that Bryce Harper just has access to his Cameo account and goes on and just picks videos to do. Does he? Or does he?
The video had kind of that quality.
It sort of did, right? And people started surfacing other ones that I saw where he's just like driving in his car. He's like
merging.
He's like making a right turn. And he's like, "What's up, dude?" Like,
no, he's merging on the highway.
No,
bro.
exactly. Like,
he's going Kevin O'Connor mode.
So I don't know. Maybe he
Kevin
is.
O'Connor's a stay away for you, or you don't want to comment on that?
I don't really know what that means.
Just keep going. Finish your point. Keep going. Never mind. Sorry, I even mentioned it. Yeah, people have been surfacing these videos of him doing these cameos, and who knew he was such a prolific cameoer?
It does make me think, should we get him to make a cameo?
I thought you were going to say, should we get on Cameo? And the answer is, yeah.
Okay, right. The amount of content we're putting out, we almost are.
No, I've already been giving videos of you away on Cameo. You just didn't know it.
I knew I shouldn't have turned down that name, image, and likeness deal. Yeah, it's tough scenes for him. I would like to think that someone of Bryce's stature has people around him who provide a little bit of a barrier so this sort of thing doesn't happen, but
he's not putting out I have people around me providing a barrier image.
I guess not.
It's weird, actually, because for a long time he was. But let me be honest with you, because I actually I think Bryce Harper's last 3 years are really weird.
Yeah.
He's become very low energy. like a lot of his appearances are very like calm to the point of strangeness.
Mm-hmm.
His social media has the bones of like a charismatic superstar player that I think he occupied that character, or maybe he really felt that way a lot more when in his younger days. And he's much more like the workman type now.
Come to the elder statesman.
Yeah, I come to the yard and I do my prep and I do my work and I show emotion when it breaks through. But for the most part, I'm there to grind out at bats. I'm there to help my team win. I'm there to pass it along to Kyle. I'm whatever.
I go home. I film my TikToks.
Well, yeah. I mean, literally. But the TikToks like don't have I want to be a TikTok star.
No,
energy.
they don't. They have I set my phone up right here and I was the one who pressed record.
No, exactly.
I was the one who
doesn't
edited
feel
this.
like there are a lot of professionals around him.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's really going on with that. Like, let me read you his statement from his Instagram story.
Okay.
Because this doesn't feel like something that was social media managed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a black screen with white text. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs.
Jesus.
In response to a recent article in the Philadelphia Inquirer, I want to provide the following facts. I joined Cameo to engage with fans through paid personalized videos. What happened here went beyond anything I knew about or approved. In November 2024, someone identifying themselves only as Brittany submitted an order through Cameo for a personal, quote, holiday video for Terry. Cameo had a separate category for business video requests, and at the time, I did not know this video would be used for commercial purposes. Quite an important detail there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The request included a short script. I read it in good faith. FanDuel then put its own logo on the video and used it as a gambling promotion. I did not know FanDuel would do this. I did not consent to it, and FanDuel had no right to do it. Had I known FanDuel's true intent, I would not have made the video. The same is true had I known anything about Terry or his situation or about any alleged partnership between Cameo and FanDuel. Contrary to the Inquirer's suggestion, this is where the fake news media comes in. Contrary to the Inquirer's suggestion, I did not know the Cameo video would be used for a FanDuel VIP promotion, and I have no affiliation with FanDuel whatsoever. Counsel, that's not Craig Counsel, that's counsel, legally, counsel, has directed me not to comment any further at this time. And then he posted a screenshot of the video request from Brittany without her identifying herself as a FanDuel employee on the next slide of his Instagram story.
Right. It just has like the phonetic pronunciation of her name. Yeah. I believe him.
I fully believe
I fully believe. The way
I think
if you look at the script and you look at like how he read it, I 100%, it's just vague enough where there's plausible deniability. Right.
Yeah, the plausible
like,
deniability being like what I mentioned, like this. Maybe this was a former coworker.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
You know, it doesn't. Without knowing what we know now, there's no reason for your brain to connect these dots and think, "Oh, this is for a VIP client on FanDuel." Like, if you don't know that kind of thing even exists and that mechanism exists within FanDuel, then you wouldn't even think that this. You wouldn't know what you don't know about what's going on with the script. But I feel like we have skewered Bryce enough for his weird sort of detachment from this situation. And we maybe haven't spent enough time talking about how FanDuel definitely did something extremely illegal here.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Not just like violating the Cameo terms of service, but violating a not existent contract between the company and Bryce Harper.
Well, violating Bryce's name, image, and likeness.
But
right?
also,
like representing him as if he is essentially endorsing whatever is going on here.
And by the way, almost certainly FanDuel is in a contractual legal agreement with Bryce Harper currently via the Major League Baseball Players Association. Yep. And I would be stunned if this behavior, if it's true how Bryce described it, is not a heinous violation of that legal agreement.
Yes. Well, there was I think it was maybe with DraftKings a few years ago, there was like a whole legal battle back and forth
preferred
of like
sponsor of Tipping Pitches.
of like, can they
use promo code "This is all legal"?
Can they put players' images on the app?
Yeah.
Right.
And they were like, no, until they came to a separate agreement.
Right. Well, and their argument is like, well, we're news though. No, we're news.
Yeah, so are we. So are we.
But I bring that up just to say, like, you're right. Like, every single detail of this has been litigated and not litigated, but negotiated over and poured over by legal teams from FanDuel's side and from MLB's side and from the MLBPA side. Like,
that agreement exists solely so that things like this don't happen.
Correct. So that it does not appear that a professional player is promoting the thing that, well, I mean, I guess it gets into sticky territory here because the league also is constantly promoting these things.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they're pissing down their leg all of the time, and so they make things like this feel run of the mill when they shouldn't feel run of the mill.
Yeah.
Like they've just soiled the entire idea of separation of church and state, separation of gambling and sport, of gambling and competition. Like there's not even like a line in the sand anymore. Like the tide came and washed it all away.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was not, to be clear, not a Mark Attanasio joke. All the sand that he was involved in is still where it started.
Allegedly.
The sand he allegedly was near at one point is still where it's supposed to be. I am stunned by this situation. And it probably feels a little bit like we're blowing this out of proportion. But this feels like the kind of thing that 2 years ago, if you had told people that things like this would be happening, like we were saying, like we were sounding the fire alarms that an escalating succession of events is about to unfold in which the integrity of the game or the morality of the industry is about to have many holes poked in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the events are going to be like weird and unpredictable. Like that we were saying this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's even weirder than I could have expected. This to me is like, this is one of the most interesting things that probably will have a boring resolution, honestly. Like it'll probably be dealt with by lawyers and no one else will comment on it ever again.
Yeah, but the reason that this came out, I believe, right, is because the man in question, right, the person who was receiving the video from Harper, and was, multiple millions or more than $1 million in debt or whatever.
$1.5 million down. He had bet $19 million with FanDuel.
Yeah. And so he had filed a lawsuit against FanDuel, essentially, over this, which I think is part of the reason why this came out.
Addictive and deceptive practices.
Yes.
By FanDuel.
So and
he, for what it's worth, he filed this lawsuit against FanDuel and DraftKings.
Yeah. It's
just that the Bryce video is the thing that's making the headlines because that was for FanDuel.
Right. I mean, the particular details of this story and this one man's case are harrowing.
Yeah, it sucks.
It really sucks. But I also don't think that this makes waves if it's just Bryce Harper sending a video to someone being like not in an insane amount of gambling debt. And like, I think there is something about.
Oh, it's like congrats on winning your parlay or something.
Right, exactly. I think there's something about this.
That's not banned, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, that was years ago.
Last year or year before. There's something particularly sickening. And I think, it's probably for the better that we're confronted with this about the particularly tragic situation that this man was in, because I think it forces us to confront, like, these are the products that we're putting out there. These are the things that you're having Major League Baseball players, market generally, as a part of their deal. These are the things that are behind home plate when you watch it on screen. This is the consequence of this. These are the consequences.
And frankly, this is the collateral that they are more than comfortable with.
Oh, yeah.
The collateral damage.
Yeah.
This is within the error bars that they can live with of pain and crisis PR.
Yeah.
Notably.
Mm-hmm. This guy got a video from Bryce out of it. Like,
it's honestly despicable. FanDuel is going to settle this. FanDuel and DraftKings are going to settle this out of court. Like, that's how this is going to happen. They're going to throw money at this man and his family, and then they're going to keep on doing what they keep on doing. I mean, this is exactly what happened. How FanDuel and DraftKings, this is how they became legal in every state. They just kept doing and doing and doing and asking for forgiveness later, and the forgiveness came with a brown paper bag full of $1 million on people's doorsteps.
Yeah. Well, there's no one left to regulate these companies anyway, right? They're sort of like, we're good to do this, right?
Bro, speaking of no one left to regulate these companies, can I tell you about an ad that I got while I was playing a game on my phone this past week?
Please.
This is from not MLB sponsor Kalshi. Not an MLB, but they
Don't
only
get it twisted.
They only fuck with Polymarket. Kalshi is the one that Giannis Antetokounmpo came out as I'm pro
Right,
Kalshi
mhm.
mid-season. When he manipulated his own trade market on Kalshi. This is a picture of a man seemingly at the World Cup game who's pretending that he's part of the rowing cheering section. The
Yes.
row that they do.
I saw this guy.
And he says, POV, you're no longer stuck between borders or predatory sports books after switching to Kalshi. Let me just read that for you one more time, because there's been a joke going around on Twitter that is like, there's only like 5 original sentences left to be spoken.
Found one.
I think we found one. POV, you're no longer stuck between borders.
That's BORDERS. I want to be super clear about
Not
that.
the
right?
bookstore.
Not the bookstore.
From the 2000s. Or predatory sports books after switching to Kalshi. God, I mean, I would hate to have a predatory sports book step in.
I'm always like, look to the left. There's a border. Look to the right. There's a predatory fucking whatever.
Comrade Kalshi said open borders for all.
You know, speaking of Polymarket, I got a bone to pick with them.
Okay. Pick the bone.
Because, okay, a little ashamed to admit it, had a few $1,000s down there that I was going to use to pay down my rent via cashing on my bet.
Pay down my rent.
Pay down, you know, that thing that you pay down.
Boys and girls at home,
your rent.
please don't allow your rent to get to a point where it needs to be paid down.
Tune in to the audit.
Please never pay your rent. Rent strike, everyone. Let's do it.
I
Okay, you
can't
had a few $1,000s down.
I can't bet on when MLB is going to have a collective bargaining agreement signed or not. I checked this like 5 days ago because I keep the tab open up on my computer, obviously.
Does your computer ever shut off?
No.
You haven't restarted
Probably part of the problem. It does shut off occasionally when I'm doing too much stuff on it. And that's when it's like it like crashes, you know?
Yeah, you got too many different online
I
entertainment
never get to
districts
put it
open.
to bed, you know? It just gets blacked.
Your computer is kind of it has a sort of puke and rally energy.
You're right. My computer has a bit of like us junior year energy.
Hey now.
Look,
What's done is done, Alex.
all I want to know is what happened. Why'd you take the market down?
Because we fucking talked about it too much. You made it hot, as they say in the gambling industry.
So. You think that
Big
many people were
sharks
listening on here?
We're closing in on the position, and Polymarket felt the heat, and they got out of the kitchen.
Right. This was a sort of like GameStop moment for us. We were like, we can win if we stick together.
I think I did 4 different analogies in that one sentence.
I think so too.
If this was a GameStop situation, and we were the shorters,
Yeah, exactly.
and they pulled the rug from underneath us.
And Rob Manfred was our
Steve
Cohen.
He always is. One of my coworkers today asked me, she was like, oh, I was so bummed that you weren't in the office today because I'm working remotely. And she was like, we had a really great conversation at lunch. I asked everybody to go around and name their problematic faves. And she was like, I think you would have been a really good addition to that conversation. And I was like, first of all, thank you. It's really important to be seen by your coworkers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm so glad you asked. I have a bunch of people to name. And I listed off a bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was New York Mets owner Steve Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
Another one was famous New York City planner Robert Moses. Someone had to build all those roads, Alex. Someone had to build all those roads that your Ubers pick you up on when it's raining.
But I shake my head in the car the whole way back.
Right, so that the Uber driver doesn't think that you support Robert Moses while he has Tesla full self-drive on and he's like vaping.
Right, he's not even paying attention to me. He's been passed out. Oh my God, that is the ugliest starter jacket I've ever seen. And it would be really cool if they just got rid of the massive red Netflix end.
I'm going to go the other way. I like it. I want one. My friends at Netflix, please send me a Netflix starter jacket. I actually have
friend Barry Bonds, please.
I actually have a lot of fun friends at Netflix.
Okay. Wow, flex. Tell him to make the broadcast better then. Why are you sitting here?
I don't think they have much control over this.
Well, then it's not much of a flex, is it?
I think I like Anthony Rizzo's outfit.
I do too.
He looks good.
Want to know who I like? Anthony Rizzo.
I know. Against better judgment. Against what's on paper. He charms me.
He's extremely charming.
He looks tired.
It's late. He's probably got like kids and shit.
Does he have kids?
Probably. That's why I said probably.
We're still talking about Harper, huh? That's the segment we're on?
Polymarket. I don't know. Anything else? Do you want to?
Oh, they took that. I can't believe they took that down. First of all, I can't believe they had it up. I
more can't believe they had it up through like June.
But they weren't going to actually take your big money position. That was like a fake SEO play by them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I don't get the play.
The
play
if you search
being MLB CBA and Polymarket pops up.
Right. If you search MLB CBA, can we bet on this shit? the line from Uncut Gems.
Right. Yeah. Let's bet on this shit.
All right. Level of playing field. I think we mentioned this last time we talked about this propaganda campaign, and we went through their website and then on Patreon we did all of the FAQs in deep detail, much to the chagrin of the runtime of that episode. But an important addition to this story is that they are now running these ads on MLB TV, and it's not just that like fake fan documentary that they put together that's on Level the Playing Field. They are running what can only be described as like a legitimate political ad. Like it sounds indistinguishable from like John Fetterman wants to raise your taxes.
Every season is a chance to do things better, and it starts with the same question. How do we make baseball thrive? When you wanted a faster pace, we brought in the pitch clock and sped up the game. Now, across the country, you've told us to make it fair. So we're making a commitment to fix it with a salary cap and floor, ensuring every team, every town, and every fan has a chance to compete, and that baseball keeps getting better.
What was your favorite part? My favorite part here you go. My favorite part was when in big Fincherian letters across the screen it said cap and floor. Just in case you guys forgot what we're talking about here. Don't think that we actually want to make it fair through putting in more effort, spending a little more money, extending the players that you guys love. We want to make it fair by instituting a cap and floor. Cap and floor.
Cap and floor. Cap and floor.
Cap and floor.
Cap and floor.
This is us auditioning for the next round of MLB propaganda campaigns. I'd love to voice one of these over.
Me too.
We got to start making videos that are like similarly hilariously campy in the other direction.
You asked for our game to be financialized in 4 million different ways. We heard you.
You asked for the letters to fall off your jersey because Fanatics is extremely leveraged by multiple different private equity firms.
You asked.
And we delivered.
To recreate cable in the aggregate across 12 streaming platforms.
But triple the price. But you can make it all up by betting on Polymarket. Horrors are back. The horrors are back. Let's go clap it up for the horrors.
That
was the last bit that we had on the Patreon episode.
That was
the horrors.
Yes,
the horrors. They come with us
first and
we
last.
Go.
Yeah,
be enjoying a regular day. You look to your right, there are the horrors. Look to your left, more horrors.
Dust to dust. It's horrors, baby. How do we end back up here? We're on the main feed. It is pretty mind-boggling to me how brazen MLB is being about this. But partially what it suggests to me is, I think I said this maybe when we talked about this first, but it suggests that they recognize that maybe status quo is not going to win them the messaging argument, that they actually are having to start putting messaging out there that is not Rob Manfred. I think they're coming to the realization that Rob Manfred is not necessarily going to be the communicator that gets this over the line. That there needs to be a concerted push that maybe speaks the language of the fans a little bit more.
We have a transformative message to spread far and wide across this great nation. And who is our Messiah? Robert
Hailing
Dean
from Rome, New York.
Robert Dean Manfred. Woo-hoo. Where did he learn to be so messianic? Probably from the performance of Fred Durst at Woodstock 99.
So true. Messianic. You might almost say Schwarberian.
That made me sick. That made me almost... The Schwarberian thing on the Netflix broadcast of the Home Run Derby from Matt Vescurgeon made me almost sick as seeing Juan Soto wear a shirt that said "Ring the Bell."
Yeah, bleak.
Ill. Made me ill. Remember when Durst was up there and he was just like, just one of them days.
I heard him. I felt him.
Yeah.
I heard him like MLB hears you.
He looked around and he saw the horrors. He was like, we got to break some stuff, dude. We got to break these horrors.
You should check out leveltheplayingfield.
Nah. Don't be sending people to that link. You should go to YouTube and punch in what was it? Level the Playing Field, MLB. And you should listen to our episode.
Whatever the first episode thing that is, not episode, whatever the first result is that comes up.
This is the Tipping Pitches podcast because we've mastered SEO.
I went to the website. You know. We both went. We've both been to that website.
I can neither confirm nor
MLB.com/redacted.
/ level dash the dash playing dash field.
All right. Well, there you go. Yeah.
They own their own domain. They can't get a better URL for that.
It's crazy. All right. Wheels are turning of other domains we need to capture. But I was just really curious about this 79% of avid MLB fans support a salary cap statistic that they cited here. It's kind of
really generous of you to say statistic.
Statistic that from Morning Consult, Morning Consult, which is like,
is it different than Morning Brew?
It's different than Morning Brew.
They do some good videos over there.
In your head, it's probably what, right below Ann Seltzer and right above AP in terms of like polling outlets.
You could have got 1,000-to-1 odds on Polymarket for an Ann Seltzer reference on this episode
in 2026,
and you would be rich. Listen, in terms of morning, it's right below Morning Brew, but right above Morning Joe.
So dumb.
If by dumb you mean really funny and you're
really
still
good.
laughing.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks.
Anyway, I found that the article that lays out these quote unquote statistics, right, written by the head of content and audience development, who I usually trust to conduct rigorous polling methods.
Be careful what you say about heads of content.
Anyone at Morning Consult, if you want to give me the crosstabs, I want to know what questions you asked. Did you ask? Actually, did you phrase it? Would a salary cap help, quote, competitive balance in MLB? I would say that's a somewhat disingenuous framing of that question. Would it help competitive balance? What does competitive balance mean? Do you think a salary cap would help competitive balance? Would it balance the
What would it do for the show if I came
competition?
out as pro salary cap right here, right now?
Do
you think it would help or hurt our numbers?
I think it'd make for a great audit over the next 10 weeks.
Okay, I gotta say something. Obviously, I'm not pro salary cap. This is anything and everything that is said on this podcast is facetious. Nothing means anything at all. Alex is celebrating the Netflix screensaver of Bill Simmons' podcast.
He's live on Wednesday.
Should we cancel our plans? The salary cap and floor situation is a sham. MLB is trying to finagle their way out of admitting what revenue they are sharing, what the revenue they are splitting 50-50. We know this. We are aware of this. I have to say, the angle that MLB is taking to this fight is a winning one in comparison to the angle that the MLB Players Association is taking to this fight.
Mm-hmm.
They are playing the game on easy mode. By that, I mean, they're the change candidate. You're mad about how things are. You're mad about your team feeling hopeless at the beginning of every season. You're mad about what things cost. You're mad about what these players make when you're pulling home $67K a year and you got 2 kids to feed at home. You're mad about your mortgage. You're mad about your landlord jacking up your rent. You're mad about all of these things that have made your life worse. We're the change candidate. We're trying to transformatively change things. And the Players Association is on the other side, and they're saying, we want things to be exactly the same. Do you know what loses in the public consciousness?
Status quo.
Saying things are going to be exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is not that. This is not an election. The fans don't get to vote on what happens in the CBA. This is about leverage. We know this. But public perception matters in sports labor negotiations.
Mm-hmm.
It just does. That's why we do this podcast. We are trying to affect public perception.
Right. We were trying to unlevel the playing field.
We're trying to re-level the incredibly tilted playing field against labor and working people in this country. Now, these things are different. The working people in the fan cohort are not the same as the working people as the players. We know all of this. There's nuance to all of these conversations. But like on its face, they're fighting kind of a uphill battle, if not a losing battle, about whether they want to win that in the court of public opinion. A really good way, frankly, to invert that argument and put the shoe on the other foot for MLB, maybe even drop the shoe, would be like, how about we make this fight about the fact that the owners remember that they're the billionaire class. All the stuff that they just said that you're mad about, they did it.
Yes.
They did it. They were controlling the purse strings. They were, they were pulling the puppet strings for all of these things that have been happening to you over the last 10 years. And by the way, out of baseball. That is the easiest fucking message to send in the world.
Yep.
But the players don't have enough class solidarity with the fans to actually see that they could make that argument and see how far they are from the billionaire class, because frankly, they view themselves closer to the billionaire class that owns the sport. Mm-hmm. It's what we talked about with Bryce Harper's quote about wanting to one day own a baseball team.
Yeah.
That's the real problem here when we're talking about propaganda campaigns and MLB's public messaging, is that they know that they can make that case because they don't believe that the Players Association is willing to paint them even worse. I don't know if they are. I don't know if they even feel like they need to.
Yeah.
But I'd like them to. That's my honest feeling about the situation. And I feel that I'm going to feel that way for the next 6 months and probably lose my mind about it.
I mean, yes. I cannot imagine looking at Major League Baseball and being like, they're proposing some really incredible reform. Like I never thought about this before. If I was confronted with these facts the first time, might say, great, who made this system? Who came up with all these rules?
And who benefits, right? Like,
yeah,
who benefits from it the most?
Frankly, if I'm the players, I hold up a pie chart, right? And one has player share and one has owner share. And the non-existent share is fan share, right? Because that doesn't change no matter what the slice of the pie is. So ultimately, it's sort of a question of whose pockets do you want the money to end up in, right? Yeah. Here is your sport on the cap, right? With the slice growing smaller for the players. Here's your sport without a cap. Those are kind of the two options.
Yeah.
I suppose
but
I would
narratively for people who don't look under the hood of that, doesn't 50-50 feel more fair? I mean, doesn't that feel like they're splitting the pie down the middle, even though there are all of these obfuscating things that they are leaning on to be able to say that they're doing that? But like, for the person who doesn't listen to the Tipping Pitches podcast, like, kind of tough nut to crack. Narratively.
I guess so. My follow-up question is, what are the owners bringing to the table? What, the money? I guess.
But they don't even bring that to them.
They don't even. Wow.
The screensaver show against Moneyball. It's listening. They don't even do that anymore.
No.
That's the thing. They're either the Pirates not spending money on the team, or they're extremely over leveraged by debt.
Right. Or you're David Rubenstein, you just get like a dozen buddies to come and each toss $100 million in.
Maybe some of them are even tight ends for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Right. Don't worry, you're going to 10x your returns over the next decade or two.
And you will.
Literally. Of course you will.
Because it's rigged against failure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just, here we are again. So now we've come to the end of the road.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I thought about doing the end of the pod, so now we've come to the end of the pod.
It's
But I wasn't
the
sure if-
end of the pod as we know it. How many more can we do?
I wasn't sure if you felt like that was the end of the pod, so I didn't want to back you into a corner. I wanted you to keep this thing. I wanted you to feel the freedom to keep this thing going if that felt right to you.
I know that I want to end the pod.
Because in the
That's
end,
what I was thinking.
the podcast is over.
Real Patreon vibes to this one.
Oh, that's what happens when I'm on like not good sleep. It's 11:22 p.m. in my childhood living room. We call this the den, though. I thought living room would feel more relatable
Den.
to you, a Berkeley type. You don't know nothing about
I
dens.
don't know jack shit about dens.
Den of Thieves, good movie. You check that one out ever?
No.
You'd love that movie. You'd love it. It's about the LA sheriffs being corrupt. All right, good pod. The Audit. Patreon.com/tipping pitches.
Yeah.
Check it out. Link in the description. First episode will be free. It's coming out tomorrow. Every episode after that will live in the $5 tier on Patreon. If you sign up for the $10 tier, you get that and 3 Up, 3 Down, which means you get a bonus episode of Tipping Pitches every single week. I gotta be honest, 3 Up, 3 Down has a lot of the energy that this podcast had. So if you got to the end of this podcast and you were like, that was some good stuff that they were cooking up there, there's like 64 more of those where that came from.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I think we are at number 64. Do you realize that here's a philosophical question to end this podcast. Do we celebrate episode 500 when we get to 500 public feed episodes, or do we celebrate episode 500 when we get to 500 public and Patreon episodes combined?
I suppose my question back to you is, what do we do for 4
Public episodes.
Then I think we stick with that.
Because if we celebrate it when we get to the combined number, it's like in 2 months.
Yeah. That doesn't feel right, honestly. That doesn't, not that the Patreon is not canon, but it is kind of expanded universe, right? Like,
Extremely well phrased.
thank you. Like, it still counts, but it's not what I would point to and say, this is the core text that you need to understand the DNA of the show.
Yeah.
I'd say this is what you can get into once you've gotten through the original 3 and the prequels.
The original 3, aka the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thanks for listening to another episode of Tipping Pitches. I almost pulled the entire audio setup off the table just now by leaning backwards, so we're going to end this podcast. Appreciate you listening. Audit coming later. Main feed in 1 week's time. We'll see you then.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alex Rodriguez. Tipping Pitches.
Tipping pitches.
This is the one that I love the most.
Tipping pitches.
So we'll see you next week. See ya!
I think it'd be really good content for us to just voice over the muted home run derby on the pod that's going to come out several hours after the home run derby is over.
I agree. Frankly, it might be just as engaging as what is actually being broadcast.
Should we do away with the formalized cold open and start every pod like we start the Patreon pods? Like, should this be the start of the pod or should this be a post roll?
Ooh.
It's up to you. With great power comes great responsibility.
Well, I will note that I never know when we're starting the pod, right? Whenever you start talking,
That's how we keep things fresh.
that's how we keep things fresh. I like it. It sets the Patreon apart, you know?
Okay, so you want to keep that a Patreon trade only.
I think so.
So all this is going in the post roll.
All this is going in the post roll, and you have to come up with a story or a question.
I already have one. I had one of the
Alex.
I have one of the best cold opens I've ever had.
Wow. Now I definitely want to keep the cold open.
It's for the listeners to decide.